So I know I played Leovold before in the past, but not really ever as a formal deck of the week like this. And also, Leovold's had a quite the resurgence in the format. It's probably third place right now in the 5-0 list behind Tymna and Breya. It's been popping up quite a bit in the 5-0s, and it's had quite a few high rankings in the Commander Challenge. So it's been performing very well lately. And if you look at this mana curve, you can kind of see why. I mean, this is a 0 drop, and this is like a turn 4 1 drop or something like that. So you only have a couple of high end spells and a couple of X spells, and then everything else is 1, 2, or 3. And there's only a few elves and stuff like that, and things like Stifle and Force Spike and Daze, and then most of the rest of these spells are like super high impact spells, even in the late game. So it's no wonder that this deck is performing pretty well. The low mana curve allows you to have some decent game against the aggressive decks, and it also allows you to get under counter spells by playing multiple spells per turn. And then Leovold himself is very good against control decks, so it seems like this deck is really well positioned right now. So I'm excited to try it out. Alright, we got match 1. We are on the play. Playing against Tymna and Kraum. And this looks pretty good. Actually, it looks exceptional. Let's go ahead and play the Deathrite Shaman first, I think. A lot of these cards are really good against Tymna and Kraum. So Collective Brutality can kill a Tymna. Ramp is great. True Name Nemesis is next to impossible to get through. They have flyers. Yeah, that's not great. And that's a turn before we're able to play a Leovold and draw a card from his Thoughtseize. I'm guessing he takes True Name Nemesis, but her hand is problematic all the way across for Tymna decks. No, he takes Courser Crewfix. I'm going to go ahead and play Leovold. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play Leovold. Gonna get Tropical Island, I think. We do have a couple of black spells, but I think I want Tropical Island. Doesn't really matter. Black, green. Alright, we got ourselves a Leovold on turn 2, so that's great. I actually probably would have really liked that that Courser. He could be holding up a counterspell. I don't know if we want a Collective Brutality or what. Let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, let's Collective Brutality. I was thinking we could still activate Deathrite Shaman, but no, we can't. I really don't want to lose this True Name Nemesis. It's an important card. Alright, Cycles Miscalc. We actually have enough mana to pay for Miscalc, and we wouldn't have had enough mana to play for... let's take the Swords. He can duress us if he wants, and the Ancestral doesn't do anything if we have a Leovold in play. And then we'll play... Do we play the elves, or do we ping him? Let's play the elves. If I had added up my mana first, I probably would have attacked with the Deathrite. Duress doesn't take True Name Nemesis. I doubt he wants to play it. Alright, he plays Tymna. Let's go on the offensive. Could draw Council's Judgment at some point, but that actually gets around Leovold as well. But I think otherwise it's going to be hard for Tymna to get in here. Also, he doesn't have 2 white. He plays the Ancestral Vision. Alright, well that's great. We got both Vampiric Tutor and Evasive Action. I don't know what we Vamp Tutor for. And... oh, I forgot to ping him with Deathrite Shaman. Let's hope that doesn't bite me. Let's go ahead and attack with just Leovold, I think. He can target Leovold for removal and get through with Tymna. We both draw a card, but Evasive Action is essentially Mana Link right now. Alright, he plays an Underground River and plays Kraum, which is great because we get to Evasive Action it. Has no attack. We go ahead and ping him. And then play Vamp Tutor. And kind of like a kid in a Christmas store right now. Kid in a candy store. Whatever. Tassiger looks pretty good. Jace looks pretty good. He's tapped out. We could just get a Jace and go to town. That's probably one of our best options. How many land do we have? We got 3 land in play, so we lose. I still want Jace. Let's attack here again. I still don't think Tymna's so good. We could draw a land, so let's play it this way. And I don't think we need to bounce Tymna. And yeah, that's great. Let's put Tarmogoyf and then Pulse on top. And then Watery Grave untapped. I'd rather take 2 damage and do 2 damage to him. I keep saying him, my opponent. So, I missed the Creeping Tar Pit. Can actually swing right at Jace, can't my opponent. What? Dismember. Alright. So we draw the Maelstrom Pulse. Yep. Wasteland. We get wastelanded. Oh, and still had enough mana to... I guess Creeping Tar Pit's cheaper than I thought. Thought they didn't have enough mana to activate the Creeping Tar Pit, so... Yeah, well that happens. So... Tarmogoyf is big. I think Leovold is better, especially with Ancestral Vision at 2. I think we take a bit of a risk that my opponent might draw a card and attack there. Not doing damage. Doesn't seem great. Yeah, so if I'd saw the Creeping Parapet, Jace might have been the wrong answer. There would have been something else I could have done a little better. Yeah, it only cost 4 mana. I was thinking it was 5 mana for some reason. So... it's easy to miss these things sometimes. It was even in his... in the Collective Brutality hand... So Duress, pretty sure my opponent still has Duress in hand. Other than that, everything else is an unknown. Creeping Power Pit doesn't do much right now. Jit. Alright, that's... equipment like that is exactly why I wanted the Maelstrom Pulse around. Although I think my opponent is dead. Oh. No, they can gain 4 life. And Demonic Tutor. That's interesting. My guess is Council's Judgment. Although right now you're taking 1 life to play Council's Judgment. See what my opponent uses this for right now. Yep, 4 life. Has to. So if we swing all out, we gain, or my opponent loses 8 and goes down to 5. If we swing with just these 3, I have to assume they got Council's Judgment. I guess they could have just gotten something to kill Leovold. I'm attacking with everything. I actually forgot that Leovold stops the Tymna draw. So they have to kill Leovold now if they want these cards. Okay. That's good. Zealous Persecution. That's pretty good. That's another way to... I don't think you really want to attack. Oh, I guess lifelink? Yeah, lifelink isn't irrelevant. Alright, I think we'll want to use this land to play the Tarmogoyf. Just attack for 3. Could play counterspell, so let's play the Strix first. Although I guess the Strix blocks Kraum the best. Alright. It's just our graveyard. Yeah. This is a giant Tarmogoyf. My opponent has really tried to battle back into this. I might have been able to prevent that by not getting that Jace. If I had picked a better card, maybe that would have helped the game slip away from my opponent a little better. Opponent can Kraum here. I don't know if it really does anything. I guess it's a giant 4/4. It's a blocker. Yeah, they're looking to block with it. Alright, well, let's attack with Tarmogoyf. Blocks there. We don't have 3 black. I think we just want to make sure we can Deathrite him out. I guess blocking with Tymna, though, gave my opponent an extra turn. Oh, that's not great. Alright. We can block to prevent... Are they swinging? Yep, they're swinging. I could maybe pick my own hand. Yeah, I actually knew that duress was there. Wait. Does this do anything? They untap, they've got a duress. We swing for the win. Oh, they can replay Tymna? They're still dead. Which it makes it great that I played the Vendilion, or I didn't block with the Vendilion click, because I can swing with just the Vendilion click. And then, so if I had used the deck Fraud Shaman that one turn that I missed, that was a really good game. That might have made a much bigger difference as well. So don't miss your Deathrite Shaman triggers. Still managed to pull that one out, but I made that one a bit harder for myself than I needed to. So let's do better. Alright, got match 2. I am on the play. I got lands and spells. Playing against Selvala. I've got a counter spell. Collective Brutality doesn't kill Selvala, but still seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep this. Got 2 fetch lands to make the logic not work. If my opponent plays turn 1 ramp, then I need to worry about logic knotting turn 2. If they don't, then I can play Jace. I don't have turn 1 ramp myself, but as I noted in the deck tech, there's only 5 or 6. So let's play Scalding Turn first. It doesn't matter, they both get blue, and blue is almost always what you want. Nope, there's turn 1 ramp. Can't do anything there. So we can't play the Jace, unfortunately. Lightning Greaves. Alright. It's gonna be trouble. Oh, Abrupt Decay. That's pretty good. Think Abrupt Decay is best on the Selvala? Underground Sea, Tropical Island. We actually need to use both of these. Because if only sacking 1, we can only logic knot for 1. But we can just use 1 land and 1 of these. Keep 1 of them in the graveyard. And logic knot for 2. Well, that's tapped. I could potentially play Selvala again. We need to keep this Abrupt Decay up. We can Vendilion Click end a turn if my opponent does not play. If we don't need to Abrupt Decay. Tapped land's pretty unfortunate. Would have been nice to play Jace or something like that. I don't think Collector Brutality does a lot. Looks... Alright. Very well. Do we block it? I don't know, it's kind of early. I might want to counter some things. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get rid of the Court of Calling. Let's go ahead and play Jace. I think we might flip Jace and flash back the Abrupt Decay on Lightning Bolt. Yeah, because we don't have removal here. If my opponent plays another land, then we can't deal with the Lightning Greaves, and that's pretty good. Let's get rid of probably this. And then let's flashback, Abrupt Decay the Greaves, and play a Giant Tassiger. I think I get rid of all these things. Logic Knot's the only one I might want to bring back. And we can bluff a counterspell. We can play other Jace next turn and bounce Selvala because we got rid of the Lightning Greaves. Let's attack first. I doubt I'm going to block, but gotta love the new ruling. We'll play this Cavern of Soul on Elf. I don't know if we want to Collective Brutality anything. I guess we could have Collective Brutality the Court of Calling. But I think the other things in his hand were creatures. Unfortunately, I didn't screenshot it, and Vendivia Click isn't reveal, so it doesn't go into the reveal zone. It's just look at. Oh, yeah, that works, doesn't it? Forgot about the Sirach. Oh, he doesn't have Formidable. So our graveyard is gone. I don't really want to have to bounce this again. If he plays another creature... Oops. Let's go looking for answers. Alright, that's an answer. So let's put 2 cards back. Let's get rid of these lands. We've drawn enough lands here. Make us a 3, and then it can still kill Jace, or we could flashback Dismember, paying like 1,000,000 life. And then we lose that Jace, but we keep this Jace. This Jace is probably better. I don't hate that. Okay, so let's sack this land. Let's get... The forest is fine. So if we... Black... Blue-green for Leovold. Let's black, black, white for Dismember. Let's flashback, Dismember. Killing this guy. I think that was probably the right play. Well, Primeval Titan's not great. It's the one thing you want to avoid. We couldn't have dismembered that no matter what. This is the way that they can get around counter spells and whatnot. They just keep drawing stuff like this. So kind of wore out my resources trying to deal with Selvala. I think it was right to deal with Selvala the way I have. Well, we're brainstorming. Oh. Alright, let's put Collective Brutality back. We still have to deal with the Eye of Ugin. So we're getting Wasteland, but I think that it might be a turn too late. And then we're getting Creeping Tar Pit or Dust Bowl? Probably Dust Bowl. And then we might as well play this. Guess we got to take 2 damage to do it. That's fine. We're still in a lot of trouble here. But another Primeval Titan is kind of a way to deal with Primeval Titan. Oh, it doesn't even matter. He just drew a giant... This is 15 mana, isn't it? Can't even be countered. I think we're just dead here. We can't block 15 in the air. And he gets another turn, and then... Yeah... Is there a world in which we can win this? I don't think there is. We'll just call it. Alright, got match 3. I am on the play. Playing against Tymna and Kraum. Got ourselves another True Name Nemesis. Yeah, this hand looks great. A lot of the same from round 1. So we'll take a damage to play this elf. It's not a Deathrite Shaman, but it'll do. Being on the play is definitely nice. Fatal Push, okay. So, if we put a land in our graveyard, this is a 3/4. I think that's worth doing. Oh, it's got to be green, black. Let's get a Bayou. So 3/4 keeps it out of lightning bolt range. Can still swords it. Ooh, Chrome Mox, huh? Starting to wish I kept up miscalc. But I think Tarmogoyf's the right play. Interesting. Let's attack first. So he's countering whatever we're doing, isn't he? Let's go ahead and just play the Dark Slick, play the Elf, hold up Miscalc. Looks like he missed a land drop. Force him to use, force my opponent to use Nor mana, like that. Now Tarmogoyf is a 5/6. I missed that one. There was no reason not to attack. I guess we can avoid a damage here. And they missed 2 land drops now. Demonic Tutor, okay. So do I have Spell Pierce or something? My opponent could have gotten a land, but oh, they played a land here. Oh, did they Demonic Tutor for a land? Mother of Runes. Trying to decide if I want a Demonic Tutor. I don't know what to Demonic Tutor for yet. I could kill the Mother of Runes, but then I can't play True Name Nemesis. Let's just go out on the all-out attack. I doubt my opponent wants to block an Elvish Mystic. And this will get Underground Sea. Tymna doesn't do anything with Leovold in play. Cavern on Zombie? Oh, is it for Kraum? Yeah, looks like that's for Kraum. Yes, please. Should be a hard decision. Probably taking the Demonic Tutor. Nope, they take Jace. And, okay, yeah. That seems likely. I mean, from their point of view, I mean, they got mana screwed. It probably wasn't the greatest game in the world, but I respect the sportsmanship. Alright, got match 4. I am on the plate for the 4th time. Playing against Thrasios and Bruse Tarl. Hand's not the greatest in the world, but Birds of Paradise is pretty good. We want Tropical Island and a Bird's Paradise. Hope our bird doesn't die. Looks like not. And that's Dark Slick Shores, blue, green, black. Alright, didn't get dazed or force willed. Alright, now our counter spells are on. I think I'm just going to play Underground Tomb. Because we only have counter spells. Well, maybe... I don't know, what are the chances of playing 2 spells? Let's not risk it. Can always take 2 damage to play the Underground Tomb at some point if we have to. I think Remand is probably the best here. Because we need to draw out of this flood. So now we can play the Underground Tomb tapped fairly easily. Maybe I should play a sack land and filter a land out of my deck. Looks like they're looking to play something in turn. Nope. Can't replay it if we remand. Don't think it super matters which land we played there, but I think I want to get back their remand. Definitely not getting back the Verdant Catacombs. Can play around the remand. No, they can't. Not unless they have another land. Dried Arbor is not really it. Like, I don't know if I care about that. I do kind of just want to remand, though. Just to draw a card. Did that in case there's some funky interaction when I know that I got my other land. Let's just go ahead and remand. I think he has a counter spell, but we can spell pierce it. Or Flusterstorm it. Which is better than a spell pierce at this point. Except for the interaction with Magic Online. Might have been a bit aggressive, but I am going to attack with the E-Witness here. Wants to block with Dryad Arbor, that's fine by me. And then I am going to play a Giant Jace. I guess we risk having it be attacked for 1, or 2 even. Put this back, and then this back. If we don't have to Logic Knot or Memory Lapse, then we can Tainted Pact. Opponent's taken 12 damage from Leovold already. I don't know why they haven't played the Thrasios. Thrasios is quite good. And it's not draw a card, it's put it in your... Oh, it is draw a card. Never mind, I thought it was put it in your hand. It is draw a card, so maybe that's why, because Leovold kind of shuts it down. Alright. They threw in the towel. Can't say I necessarily blame them. Alright, we got another match. We are on the play for the 5th time. That is just crazy. And we're playing against Breya. Hand seems mostly keepable. Fatal Push actually can kill a Breya, but we'll need some help with that. I don't know why Magic Online insists on closing the commander all the time. Makes it so sometimes you forget you have a commander. It can actually have an impact on the game. Alright, no turn 1 Mox. Phyrexian Arena is really, really good. And they might want to not play a turn 2 Signet because of the Leovold. There's the Signet. I think I miscalculated the Signet. There's a reason they play all those. Is it Leovold or is it Phyrexian Arena? I think it's Leovold. Leovold doesn't necessarily draw me as many cards, but my hope is, yep, that's actually that he'll tap out to deal with Leovold. And then let's play the Polluted Delta. Let's play black, black, green for Phyrexian Arena. And then we hold up this Fatal Push. Good chance they're playing Breya this turn. Nope, nope, it's Signet. Let's play Lotus Cobra. I don't know. We do have the Spell Pierce, so we could just play a Jace holding up Spell Pierce, but then we have to sack the Polluted Delta. And then we don't get to Fatal Push. Or we could play Lotus Cobra. I think I like the Lotus Cobra. We don't get to do anything else here. We could play Courser and hold the Lotus Cobra. Let's play the... Playing a land before Lotus Courser is bad, but I really want to make sure we can Fatal Push. Do we have anything to do with this land? We'll have 3 mana left. I guess we can mana confluence, but then we're still playing a land before Courser of the Crucifix. It's complicated. If he counters Courser, I don't think we Spell Pierce it. And of course there's a land on top of my library. Why wouldn't there be? But we should be able, and I guess if he plays a land, we can't Spell Pierce Toxic Deluge. Alright. Not playing Breya. Kind of the least of my worries. Alright, so I guess we can always... Oh, he doesn't have red mana. We can always Fatal Push on our own turn. I don't know. Oh, I guess what I was thinking that it was that I only had one Polluted Delta. So now that we have another Windswept Heath, we can go for the we can go for our Leovold. Keeping up Spell Pierce. I guess Tropical Island looks fine. Nope, he hit red. Alright, well those are all great, so let's play land. I kind of want this Maelstrom Pulse, but can't really... Oh, okay. I was wondering if I was going to play the Jace or not, and whether, you know, all that kind of jazz. But they threw in the towel right there. We had to dismember for another Breya, but it would have been hard to deal with 4 tokens in the sky. But we were doing more damage on the ground. So yeah, so deck's really good. We had some trouble against Selvala. They had some really good draws. I think I tried to close out the game before those kind of draws happened, but I just wasn't successful at that. I might have been a little too defensive trying to get the counter spells, but like Selvala is like really difficult. Once it hits the board and you can untap with it, maybe I could have allowed him to tap with it once, but he did have one of the big creatures, but that one was only a 3-mana one, so it's a little, I don't know. I maybe could have played that one a little better, But, you know, I mean, Primeval Titan into drawing Emrakul and being able to naturally cast it, there's not a lot you can do about that. But the other 4 games, those looked pretty good. You know, I mean, Tymna got mana screwed, and we drew Turname Nemesis against Tymna both times, so that's, you know, that's a little bit lucky, I'm not gonna lie. And then Breya got a little bit mana screwed, but we did have the answers. We had all the answers in our hand, so even if Breya had come down a turn or 2 sooner, I don't think it would have mattered as much. It looked, you know, the deck looked really good. It's got a lot of answers. It's really efficient, and it like I said, I think it's pretty well positioned right now, and it's a lot of fun just shutting down what your opponent does with Leovold. It might not be so fun from the other side, and I know from experience that it's not very fun from the other side when you can't draw cards. Because a lot of these decks rely on drawing cards. So you got your Queen Marchesas and your Tymnas are some of the top decks in the format, and they rely on drawing cards as their engine. Breya gets card advantage, not through drawing cards, but from playing Breya, getting tokens and using them to kill things. So that one's a little different, and so that probably makes it a little harder, but Breya's been weaker in the format lately. So let's go ahead and open up our treasure chests. We got 8 of them this time, so we're actually getting the benefit of the new competitive format because we got a 4-1. So Harbinger of the Tides? Harbinger? Alright, not bad. I think that's worth 50 cents, 20 cents, something like that. Rune? It's a fine commander. Might be worth $1 or $2. It's Mere Doppelganger. Not really worth anything. Let's get some value. Come on, value. Loxodon Warhammer, a shiny. That one's kind of neat. It's a 9th edition too, so it would normally be white border. I don't think that's worth a whole lot, though. Phyrexian Crusader and a Temple of Triumph. Heartless Hadaski, an Urborg. Urborg might be worth a penny. By that I mean like $1 a tick. Dragon Skull Summit. That's pretty cool. Is it friendly or enemy ones? And then Kolaghan. So not a tremendous amount of value from those 8 treasure chests, but probably get 8 ticks out of all of that. So it's not nothing. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.